Whoops. Forgot we weren't on the stream starting screen. Whoops. I didn't realize it was just gonna immediately kick in. I didn't realize that it was just immediately gonna... Oh, well, we can wait for a little bit. Perfect. Hold on. Okay. Let's go. Thanks for seeing us out. I never would have guessed you were friends with Yeah, Professor Alphen. That's what I was going to say. With Princess Alphen, of all people. Wish I knew how much of what she said was genuine. Hey, Elise? Thank you for taking the time to come here today. Take care on your way back to your lodgings. We will, thank you. Thanks for showing us around. Good night. Good night, everyone. Curtsy. What? Don't worry. I can kind of understand where she's coming from. Yeah, I doubt anyone would have guessed that Her Highness would extend such a bold invitation to you. I'm not sure how that's my fault. Yes, I almost forgot. Reen, I have a small favor I'd like to ask you. Of me? Your Highness? Oh, you're going to ask him? But of course. You see, tomorrow I'll be attending a garden party sponsored by the local government for the start of the festival. Or rather, Machias's father invited me to attend. Yes, I seem to recall hearing that myself. That's the one at the Crystal Garden in Mater Park, right? Indeed. Anyway, let's not waltz around the matter. I was rather hoping you would join me as my dance partner, Reen. My boy, Reen Schwarzer, Lady Killer. Does that mean? Do you think Her Highness knows that old saying? A dance today, a wedding tomorrow? What kind of saying is that? I'm sure that's fully in the realm of tabloid speculation. Still, there's no denying that many will interpret it that way. It is a bold move politically. Whoa, hold on a minute. I mean, it would be an honor, but it's like too great of an honor for someone like me. Hell, not at all. Your father may be a baron, but the Schwarzers have long had deep ties with the imperial family. I apologize if this comes across as rude, but inviting you would likely create less opposition than if I were to invite Eustace. I see. Well, I can't deny that. You needn't apologize. I find your choice rather fascinating, actually. Eustace, you're not helping. You know what? Eustace is just... You know what? Eustace needs the frickin' popcorn. I need to get the popcorn up in here for Eustace. Except he's not on the camera anymore. Blech. Where did I put the popcorn? Oh, it's right there at the top. Okay, popcorn primed and ready. That's so. Lise once told me that she asked you to help her practice the finer points of ballroom dancing. In fact, she says you're an excellent dancer, that you step lightly and very gracefully. Is that not true, Reen? Well... I understand. You can't see it. My boy used to... In fact, hold on. Let me get myself out of here. There you go. My boy Eustace over there. Got the popcorn. He's enjoying this. It was rude of me to trouble you with a petition like this on such short notice. And besides, I don't suppose you would have much interest in dancing with a little girl like me. No, that's not what I mean at all, Your Highness. She is dang good at that. That's my sister, all right. Really knows how to twist the knife. I have to keep moving myself around. Your Highness, please. You too, Prince Olivert. Can I just... Hold on, everybody. And then, boom. Okay. That way, yeah. Looks like they're having fun. I had no idea the Imperial family was such a lively and cheerful bunch. I get the feeling they aren't all like this. To be fair, they kinda are. Ah, I see now. How could it not have crossed my mind? Perhaps the truth is that you already have your heart set on someone. Or is there someone you're already courting? Well, do you? I'm positively dying to know which maiden has conquered the battlefield of your heart. Wait, I mean, yikes. How am I gonna get out of this one? I'm not sure how to turn her down gently. Very well, I shall relent this time. Huh? However, next year I'll be 16, just like your sister. That's when I'll be making my debut into high society, so I'd be very happy if you'd give my invitation some thought. Well, aren't you the lucky one? Her Highness really seems to have taken a liking to you. Elisa's not pleased. You really ought to have accepted her invitation. It might have led to something truly unexpected in the future. I'm just gonna keep eating my popcorn. Nah, I doubt it. Seems like she took an interest in me because I'm her friend's brother. She didn't seem all that serious about it, so I figured she was just trying to tease us. Can't deny it seemed that way. But I got the impression that wasn't all that was going on there. You weren't the only one feeling nervous that whole time. Prince Oliver was an even more unusual person than I'd heard. No doubt about that. He seemed entertaining to be around. To think that he's the one who made Class 7 possible. He seemed easygoing, but hearing him talk about our class made what we're doing feel even more important. And besides, he gave us plenty of other useful info. Yeah, including the fact that the board of directors seems to have their own agenda for us. I have no idea what they're planning, but their motives seem incredibly sus. Agreed. Sus. Hearing about the instructor's background kind of threw me for a loop, too. I wouldn't have imagined she used to be a bracer. Maybe because you don't really see them around anymore? A rank is more or less the highest you can be, too. I assume you already knew about her history, Fee. Yep. The guild is every Jaeger Corps' main competition, after all. Probably even ran into her a few times during our operations. Really? Unbelievable. I'd almost forgotten about those good old days. Caught! Cheese it! It's the cops! Oh, wait, no. It's just Sensei. Instructor! How long have you been there? I really wish I could call her just Sensei. Looks like you finally found out about my work history, huh? I guess that kind of tarnishes my ravishing adult charm a bit. I hate to break it to you, but you didn't have any to begin with. Ah! Did you hear an old maid sighing? What was that? Oh, okay, too far. Good evening, everyone. Captain Claire? This is quite the unusual combination, I'll say. Let me be the first to assure you that this wasn't my idea. But the governor's asked me to tell you that tomorrow's field study is being put on hold. Instead, you get the exciting opportunity of helping this lady and her goons with their evil schemes. Huh. I like the sound of evil schemes. What evil schemes? Sarah, could you maybe not try to put them off entirely before we've had a chance to explain? Actually, there is a matter I'd like all of you to help us with. I've discussed this with the governor, and he decided that it would be the best way to handle the issue. Cars! Bro, we got some Hummers. If you'd be so kind as to get on board. I'll explain everything to you at the command post in Heimdall Central Station. No sleep for you, slackers! I don't know where that laugh came from. Terrorists? Indeed, I'm afraid we have no choice but to define them as such. Unfortunately, we have no clue as to their aim, nor do we know the names of the group members, its size, or its history. At present, it doesn't even seem that the terrorist group has established a name for itself. It's a lot of unknowns. Would I be correct in assuming the man we met in the Nord Highlands who was trying to start a war is a member? Ah. C. Or G. G. So he's one of them. He said his name was Gideon, or G, yeah, not C. So that's what the man you encountered in the Highlands was up to. He does sound like the terrorist type. And you think he and his group are gonna try something tomorrow on the first day of the summer festival? Yikes! We're currently operating under that assumption, yes. The summer festival lasts 3 days, and unlike festivals in other provinces, only the first day garners much attention. It's been a month since the incident in Nord. If they intend to make their next move soon, tomorrow is the likely time. I'd have to agree. Terrorists do love their time in the spotlight, after all. And considering how easily Gideon gave you his name, I'm betting we'll start to see them acting more openly soon. First, you gather arms and other like-minded allies in secret. Then you reveal yourself with a bang and keep going in quick succession. It's a typical terrorist MO. I see. And you want us to assist with countermeasures against them? Right. The RMP will be joining forces with the Heimdall military police to bolster the capital's security. Unfortunately, as big as the capital is, I can't say with complete confidence that there will be no holes in our security. That's where you come in. You'll be assisting our security measures as a reserve force. It'd sure be nice if the guild was still active here. They would have come in mighty handy right about now. A little bit of salt. Just a little bit of salt. Yes, I don't disagree. Sarah, you do know that the RMP had no involvement in the guild's withdrawal from the capital, right? Oh, really? I mean, your boss and that brother of yours could hardly make their opposition to the guild more obvious if they tried. Well, these two really seem to have a messy history. Sure looks that way, especially where the guild is concerned. Although, it sounds like your brother has been keeping busy in Crossbell recently. So, what's it gonna be? Whether you choose this as your field study task for tomorrow is totally up to you. If you decline, there's plenty of tasks the governor needs taken care of, like you've been doing the last 2 days. The summer festival is a busy time after all. Lots of little details that need to be squared away. Elisa's the boss of her team. Awesome. I think I speak for Group A when I say we'd be glad to join them with the anti-terrorist countermeasures. Group B feels the same. Alright then. Thank you for your assistance, everyone. Now, let's move right to confirming the patrol routes you'll be following. Alright. 11 o'clock is when they finish their meeting. This place sure brings back memories. Up until about 1.5 years ago, I'd swing by here at least once a week. Really? I wouldn't be surprised if I'd seen you around before then. Well, I did end up getting to know your sister. Fiona, right? Piano teacher? Seriously? Wait, she did say she knew someone who worked at the guild. I guess she was talking about the instructor? Still, instructor. What is it that caused the guild to withdraw from the capital? I've been wondering that for a while myself. The guild used to be pretty active here in Erebonia, right? Well, yeah. The direct cause was guild branches all over the country being blown up, but I'm sure you already know that. Culprits were a Jaeger Corps hired by a nasty bunch the guild was at odds with at the time. Well, still is, but anyway. Thanks to a dependable ally, we were able to defeat the Jaegers, but by then the Imperial government had its eye on us. They started making life difficult for us, took away most of the guild's authority in the country, leaving our hands tied. Eventually, the branches here started closing, one by one, with no real prospect of ever reopening. So that's how it was. Instructor? Don't worry, your dad might be the city's governor, but he wasn't really involved. A friend of his, however, was very involved. You're talking about Chancellor Gileath Osborne, representative of the Imperial government, I assume. Yep, him and his cronies in the Imperial Intelligence Division. Kind of like a sister organization to the Railway Military Police. Anyway, after that, I was out of a job. That's when Principal Van Dyke came and offered me a position at the academy. I started as a combat instructor last spring, and after that, I wound up being chosen as your class's homeroom teacher. I still help out the guild from time to time, though. That's how I ended up being how I ended up bringing in our Jaeger princess here. Wow! Knock it off. So that's what happened. You mentioned that a Jaeger Corps was responsible for the attacks. What was its name? Oh, it wasn't the same group Fee used to run with. They were called Jester. Not a particularly high-ranking outfit. I see. Worried about me? Well, I did suspect that it was likely a different corps. From the sound of it, the Jaeger Corps Fee belonged to was a pretty large one, though. Oh, definitely. She was with Zephyr. Their leader was this insidious guy known as the Jaeger King. You name a combat specialty, Zephyr had it covered. They were the only corps on par with the Red Constellation, which had its roots in the Berserkers of the Middle Ages. They caused me plenty of trouble back when I was still a full-time bracer. Look who's talking. You caused us plenty of trouble yourself. It's hard to believe this all happened to people we actually know. Yeah, sounds more like a story out of a novel. Anyway, the terrorists you've been hearing about lately aren't part of any Jaeger Corps. I figured that was the case. Generally, Jaegers are interested in just two things: money and fighting. That Gideon guy you encountered in the Nord Highlands doesn't seem to fit that description, though. If I had to guess, I'd say he's acting out some kind of deep-seated grudge. A grudge, huh? Well, it's hard to say anything for sure. I'd never met him myself. From what I understand, he did seem particularly tenacious. He was definitely that, which means we're really going to have to step it up for our patrol tomorrow. Your involvement is just a precautionary step, but if you're going to help, give it your best, I say. Seems like your teamwork is smoother than ever, too, so all the better. Anyway, it's late, so get your report written and get some sleep. I'm gonna crash in one of the empty rooms upstairs. She can sleep on the counter. The instructor never changes, does she? You sure? She seemed more talkative than usual. Feels like she was pushing herself. Now that you mention it, she did seem far more forthcoming with information than usual. Maybe she's feeling a bit weird being back in her old workplace? You may be right. Still, I guess we're not really in any position to be worrying about her. We'll just have to do our best to coordinate with Group B tomorrow. Make sure everything goes smoothly. Agreed. Alright, the sooner we get that report written, the sooner we can get some sleep. It's already 11 for these guys. That night. Oh, more happened this night? Hello? Hello? Thought I heard something outside. I mean, yes, I'm gonna go investigate. What's weird is my guide here doesn't say anything about this. It sounded like footsteps. Did someone go downstairs? Probably Sarah, maybe? Hopefully. Not like scary monster? Oh. Yep, Sarah. Instructor Sarah? Oh, did I wake you? I just thought I heard something, so I came to see what it was. Can't sleep? Just feeling a little nostalgic being back here, I guess. Years ago, someone suggested that I become a bracer, and that's what I did. I spent my days working with a bunch of odd friends and companions, going through request after request. Seems weird now how busy I used to be back then. It does sound like work kept you on your toes. Still, this building must mean a lot to you, huh? Yeah, it does. I'd be lying if I said I didn't wish I could go back to those days sometimes. It was definitely exhausting, but I guess I was usually having too much fun to notice. More than anything, I really felt like I belonged there. Oh. Don't get me wrong, though. I really enjoy my work now, too. You do? How could I not? I ended up becoming your class's instructor. As far as I'm concerned, life's just as fulfilling now as it was back then. No need for you to get all soft and start worrying about me. All right. But I'll keep doing whatever I can, so that you'll always feel like you belong here with Class 7. Thanks. Look at us up in the middle of the night talking away like a couple of barflies. We had a bottle or two here. I would have loved to drink until dawn with you, but we're all out. Tragic. You do know I'm too young to drink, right? Well, we should probably get back to our rooms and get some sleep. Tomorrow's going to be another action-packed day, so we'll need all the help we can get. Too true. We'll be counting on you again tomorrow, Instructor. You're going to need my tender mercies, too. You've got some hard work coming your way, so you better get a good night's sleep. Finally, the day ends. If I'd known all this was here,
Keep up the good work.
I would have done this last night. At 1 in the bloody morning, Jesus! Oh, look at who it is.
The time is finally at hand. At last, the hammer of judgment shall rouse this indolent capital from its slumber.
Gotta love a zealot.
Yeah!
What? The dock workers? Oh, dang.
Comrade G, all of the necessary preparations are complete.
Comrade G. The symbolism is palpable.
But it feels like you have so few men accompanying you.
Wouldn't it be wise to call in a few others for backup?
There's nothing to fear. As long as I have this flute, not even the railway military police stand a chance of stopping us.
That is way too
Tomorrow,
big to be a
The
flute.
people
That's a
of
bass
this land
flute.
will at last know our name. My dear comrades, I shall be counting on you all. Yeah!
Look at the confetti. That's the word I was looking for. All right, gonna go check on Group B before heading over to the Railway Military Police's command post. Just give me a call on your Arcus if you find anything during your patrols. Okay. Will do, Instructor. Leave it to us. Still, I was expecting Captain Claire to be our point of contact. Yeah, I wasn't expecting you to agree to cooperate with the military police. I'm not exactly delighted to be working with them, but things are looking pretty serious. I'm helping them this once and acting as your point of contact, but I won't let them forget for a minute that they owe me. Anyway, I'll see you all later. Tell Fiona thanks for the breakfast. Sure thing. All right, we should get moving. We've got our designated areas, so we'll be patrolling them one by one. Instructor Sarge said she'd contact us around noon. Let's be off. Yeah. Yeah. I'm guessing the city is gonna be packed with people since it's the first day of the summer festival. Festival day is here, yo! All the more reason we need to stay especially vigilant. Oh, jeez.
Right.
Already started. First things first, we gotta go thank Fiona for the breakfast. Fiona? Hello? Oh, Fiona's not here. We can't thank her for the breakfast. No! Okay, before we do anything quest related, there is a hidden quest and some things for us to pick up. So first, we're actually gonna go to Vanker Street. We're gonna go.
Leave it to me.
I've got
Jeez,
this.
I did it
My
again. We're looking for a guy named Bond. This is it. Is that him? No, it's not. I do hope he notices and comes back here. I wonder what's wrong. I don't know. He kind of stands out in that suit, though. We should ask. Excuse me, something the matter here? Ah, are you speaking to me? As a matter of fact, I'm trying to find the owner of this briefcase. Lost briefcase? Where'd you find it? Why did I say a lost cause? Slow down now. It's not quite accurate to say that I found it, or that he lost it. I actually have this exact briefcase, you see. As fate would have it, I bumped into the owner of this one, which led to us mistakenly taking each other's. That's ridiculously unlucky. What an absurd coincidence. I could scarcely believe it myself. I came back here the moment I realized, hoping he'd do the same, but he's yet to turn up. That explains things. Regardless, I plan on waiting here for a while longer. Thank you for lending me a friendly ear, though. You're welcome? Could we offer him our aid? Yes! Would you mind if we lent you a hand? We might be able to find him if we ask around. Are you sure? I'd feel terrible burdening you like that. But simply waiting for him to return may not be the most effective method. Don't worry about us. You're all so kind. Are you sure about this? We wouldn't offer if we weren't. Thank you so much. All right. If I'm going to be relying on you, then I should probably introduce myself. My name is Bond. Just Bond. And I'm currently employed as a broker. Get it? Bond. Because he's a broker. He's a bank man. In Crossbell. I've only come here to Heimdall a few times, so I'm not all that familiar with it. Your kindness means a lot to me. I'm glad we noticed you then. No one wants to be in a situation like this when they're abroad. Do you mind telling us about the owner of the briefcase? Of course, he was a rather old fellow, wearing both a suit and a hat. Oh, and there's a guidebook in this briefcase that details the major attractions of the summer festival, too. All mentions Princess Alphen's limousine passing through the Garnier district during that afternoon's parade. Whoops. And next to that was a little note that read, "Don't miss this." That's about all I can tell you. I think that might have been enough. Guess we just should ask around the Garnier district. He might be there already. Finding him shouldn't prove too difficult with the description we received, especially when we know the exact model of briefcase to look out for. Speaking of which, is there anything notable in your briefcase? The bunny plush I bought for my daughter would stand out the most, I imagine. Understood. We'll keep that in mind. We'll start searching immediately. Thank you. I really hope you find him. Okay. So we're gonna go to Garnier District. Whatever happens, we cannot go to Mater Park.
Here we go.
Hey, check it out.
My turn.
Didn't expect to see you here. Take it you're all here to bask in the summer festival, too? Heimdall's great, isn't it? You get to see all kinds of stores adapt to the summer festival. If If you want to see how the sausage is made, this is the time to be here. I guess it's a shame we're not here to brush up on our business skills then. Aye, not everyone's a business geek like you are. And while I'm at it, why do I need to waste this experience with you? Hugo! Check it! There's food stores everywhere! I swear, I'm here to rein you in so you don't end up getting lost somewhere. If you can see through all the bickering, you can tell they're having fun. There's food stores everywhere! Okay. We're looking for someone with a briefcase. He's over here. Ooh. Welcome! Are you here for some fresh juice? Unfortunately not. There's something we'd like to ask you. We're looking for the man that Bond described. Yeah, I saw a guy like that not long ago, actually. So he was an exact match? Yep, old man with a briefcase wearing a suit and hat, right? Bingo. That must be him. We're actually trying to find him. Did he tell you anything that might have given you an idea where he was going? He did ask me if there was a good place to sit down and relax around here. He also mentioned that he wanted somewhere simple since everything here is so expensive. So where'd you tell him to go? I recommended Alto Street, which isn't too far from here. I was just there. In retrospect, maybe I should have been more specific and recommended a store. Oh, where Elliot lives. If that's where he is, then checking a tool is probably our best bet. But I thought he wanted to be here to see Princess Alphen. Oh dear. Let's go check out a toil. That Fiona? There you are, Fiona. Ta-da! Welcome to a toil stall. Fiona, what are you doing here? It's ice cream. Oh, it's gelato. What else? I'm helping out. Can I interest you in a super special gelato that me and Agnes made together? Those actually look great. I think I'm in danger of just handing you my wallet here. Oh, I can actually shop from her. Heck yeah. Who's... Oh my goodness! We need to buy a few of those. Buffs all attack and defense stats. Looking for an old man? This is him. It looks like Otto, doesn't it? Hey, Reen, check out that briefcase. This must be the guy we're looking for. Excuse me. He does look a lot. It's the same model as Otto. Why, hello there. Is there something you need from me? Funny you should ask. Reen explained the mix-up to the man and asked him to check the contents of his briefcase. Really? Well, let me just check here. Opened his briefcase, checked the contents. Oh no! This really isn't my case. I also thought it was Otto. I was about to get really excited. You were right! Please, take me to this Bond person right away! Playing through this a second time, I'm like basically jumping at shadows. I'm like, is that a character I know? Is that a character I know? Please accept my apologies for not noticing sooner. I don't come to Heimdall that often. Trying to like find his... I don't remember the voice I gave Otto. I don't come to Heimdall that often. So your quick thinking saved us both. Oh no, I can't take the credit for this. It's all thanks to these students that helped that everything worked out. All I did was stand here and wait. These young men and women are so kind. Once again, allow me to express my thanks to all of you. Not everyone would take the time to search for me like you did. I'd like to second that, actually. Part of me was worried that I wouldn't be able to return to Crossbell. But now I can, all thanks to you. There's no need to thank us. Really, we didn't do much. That's hardly true. Please take this. It's a little something from Crossbell. It's not much, but I hope it'll convey my appreciation. Hey, it's Running Mishy! We meet again, Mishy. I don't know why I love that line. We meet again, Mishy. I'm gonna... Oh, nope. I just want to take a picture. There we go. We meet again, Mishy. You sure we can have this? I insist. Well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. There anything you need before we leave? No. I think everything is going to be just fine. Thank you once again. Okay, that's done. Okay, so now for the actual main quest. There's not like side quests other than that. We need to go to different places, and we're basically checking everything. We're not going to go to Mater Park. Just to be safe, we're going to go in order on my list here, okay? So you're going to see us bounce around. But first, we're going to go into Plaza Bifrost. And we're going to see an old friend. Who I believe is... Oh,
I've got this.
I hit the button again, expecting to sprint.
Leave it to me. Go.
Right.
There he is.
Woohoo! I'm on a roll. I can almost taste that grand prize.
Crow?
Ah, hey guys. How's that field study coming along?
Oh, it's going fine. But why are you here?
Oh, you don't know? Classes don't run back at the academy during the summer festival. So I came here to squeeze as much fun as possible out of this fortuitous bit of free time.
Meaning...
The summer races, of course.
Wait, you came all the way here to bet money on horse racing? We're minors. We're not allowed to place bets.
Do I look like a lawbreaker to you? There's a magazine that's running a prize contest for the summer races. You send in your predictions, and if you're spot on, you win a really fancy prize.
So you came all the way to the capital just to check on that?
If only we all had such boundless energy.
All right, time for some serious praying to the goddess. I'll leave the money here, okay?
Thank you very much. Come back anytime.
Anyway, I'm heading over to the cathedral over in the Sonic District. Peace.
Thanks.
Come on, goddess, let me win that prize.
That seems a rather pedestrian thing to pray for.
Also, you owe me 50 Mira.
So irresponsible.
That's Crow for you. Looks like there's still places here we haven't explored. Let's go look somewhere else.
From here.
Right! I've got this!
My turn.
Did it again.
Right! I've got this!
What's wrong? What's up with that guy? Did you notice something? I thought I sensed someone suspicious. You think it was one of the terrorists? We can typically depend on Fee's instincts at a time like this. Might have been my imagination. Lots of people here excited for the festival here. Could have been one of them. Either way, that's something we should note in our report. Like Laura said, your instincts tend to be accurate. That's all there is to investigate on Vanker Street. Time to move to the other areas. Then we're gonna go to Alta Street. I almost hit the L1 button again. Hey, what's up, Alta? Oh, Milton. Sorry. What's wrong, Milton? Oh, hi, Elliot. There's a pretty interesting rumor floating around at the moment about someone just vanishing all of a sudden. Did you say vanishing? Know any more details? Oh, caught your interest, I see. I don't know. This is some good stuff. Might even be too juicy to share. Speak up, or we'll force it out of you. Right, okay, I get it. Dang. These two are scary. So, yeah, like I said, someone from one of the apartments around here just straight up vanished. The caretaker came by to check on him this morning and found the room was empty, as if no one had ever lived there. The only thing left in there was the key to the room. That's quite the curious situation, especially since they disappeared without telling anyone. I've never heard of anyone leaving town during the summer festival either. Maybe they had a reason they had to move out quickly. Do you think this might be related to the terrorists in some way? Sounds like a kind of a stretch. Whoa there, you guys seem like you got some good material. What's this about tearing wrists? Come on, fill me in. Yeah, we just tearing wrists off. It's nothing important. There does seem some substance behind this rumor, though. Agreed. I think we do well to keep this story in mind. Okay. Now to go to Dracula's Plaza.
Sure are more people out than there were yesterday.
They must have all come to see the Imperial family's parade.
I'm looking around for people I recognize. No, this is just a tourist. I recognize him, the music guy. He was in, I didn't really take the chance to talk to him, but he was in Celtic. Palace sure looks festive today. The Imperial family's parade starts here, doesn't it? That's pretty nuts. Yeah, they've even got special security arrangements for the event. I've heard that the limousines they'll be using have high-quality shielding to stop bullets and explosives, too. Guess you can't be too careful with the members of the Imperial family. I've heard much of the skill of those in the Imperial Guard. Seeing them in person, it appears those stories were all true. They would be able to handle any crisis that may unfold here. Yeah, I think we can rest easy. That's all there is to investigate in Dracula's Plaza. There's more city to see, though. Let's go to the port. What in Adios' name are we supposed to do now? You're telling me young folk these days can't count on any of them. There's some kind of problem. Yikes. Some kind of problem there? Oh, you're those kids from yesterday. As a matter of fact, we have a bit of a problem on our hands. Kind of problem. Well, it's nothing you need to worry about, but last night a bunch of our younger workers up and quit, just like that. Most of them hadn't even been here for more than half a year. They just started really getting used to the work, too. Now, thanks to that, our schedule's been thrown all out of whack. That is a significant problem. Anything we might be able to lend a hand with? Nah, this one's all on us. We should be able to fix our own problems, after all. If they were gonna quit, they could have at least stuck around long enough to train their replacements. I'll bet they all got caught up in the festival hoopla and decided to cut out of work altogether. Is it too much to ask for a few hands who appreciate a good day's work? Something about this sounds kind of fishy. I get that people would be all excited about the summer festival, but enough to quit their jobs? The timing does seem suspicious. Let's keep this in the back of our minds. That's all there is to investigate here. Next, we're going to the Ost district. And we're looking for here's the entrance to the underground waterway. What would something like this be doing in a residential area? Especially with all the monsters in it. That's just Heimdall. They find entrances to underground areas from time to time, but it's not much cause for concern. Everyone's smart enough to know that they shouldn't go near them. That puts me at ease. Nonetheless, everything seems to be in order here. Huh? What's wrong, Fee? Did you notice something? Nothing. Chances are nobody's in there right now. Nice to know. Problem is, the footprints we left when we came out of here yesterday are gone. And what does that mean? It's likely that someone went in there yesterday after we all came out. Then they erased any evidence that would suggest they had, erasing our footprints in the process. Sound about right? Are you certain you're not overanalyzing this? Not completely. It doesn't hurt to keep in the back of our minds at the very least. That's all there is to investigate in the Oz district. Let's move on to the Garnier district. Oh my, aren't you the military academy students from the other day? Hmm? Hey, it's Vita. So we meet again. Let's watch Machias and Elliot make fools of themselves again. Did you come all this way just to see me? Miss Clotilde. I didn't think we'd get another chance to meet you. Hello again. Actually, we're here as part of our field study again. We're doing a patrol of the city. Oh, isn't that a shame? But I'm glad to see you're all working so hard. I see the two of you were able to make peace too. I'm surprised. How could you notice such a small change when you only met us 2 days ago? Oh, was I right? I just had a feeling that might be the case. Call it a woman's intuition. Anyway, have you noticed any significant changes here since we last talked? Well, thanks to you all taking care of that beast, I've been able to truly relax during my stay. I've slept wonderfully these past couple nights. But now that you mention it, I did notice a suspicious-looking group of people near the hotel last night. You did? There were 2 of them talking in a back alley near here, hats pulled tightly over their heads. When they noticed me trying to sneak a peek, they panicked and vanished into the night. I did overhear them talking about a plan of some kind. That does seem rather suspicious, although we don't know enough to say for certain. It does sound like something we should keep in mind. Thank you for your help. I'm happy to be of service. Still, I'd love to stay and talk for a while, but I'm afraid my schedule's a little booked at the moment. Are you busy doing something for the festival? Yes, I was invited by a member of the Imperial family to sing at a banquet being held at the palace tonight. I was actually on my way to rehearse for it. I see. I wish I could go and watch, but I doubt there's any chance of that, obviously. Well, good luck. We wish you all the best. Same to you. Goodbye for now. That's a pro for you. Even when you wish her luck, you're the one who ends up feeling encouraged. Indeed, she never ceases to surprise. That's all there is to investigate in the Garnier district. So, does anyone say anything? So, Shade, you're gonna want to take a note of this, because this is I'm kind of as much as I love these games, I'm kind of annoyed at this one part when it comes to trying to 100% it, because I never would have guessed this in a million years. But if I just go the way logic tells me and go to the next place, which is Mater Park, I'm gonna miss out on 2 AP, right? So it's time to go to Mater Park, but you have to go through. You have to get to Mater Park through the underground passage. Otherwise, you're not going to get an S rank. So you can't fast travel.
Right, go!
We have to go this way. Video clips. How long ago was that? Jeez. Probably have some massive video clip. Okay, I'm gonna go this way. We want to hang a left here. Left here. I don't think we're getting past this one.
My turn.
My turn.
Now's our chance. We can do this.
My turn.
Right.
Right. You still have a lot of training to do.
Alright. Then. Yep. That's it. There it is. Okay, back in Mater Park. Still feels weird using the underground passage to get there. The atmosphere is really different than it was just the other day, though. This area seems to be extremely well guarded. The soldiers patrolling the park appear to be from the Heimdall military place. Looks like the Imperial Guard from Valflame Palace is in charge of security for the Crystal Garden itself, though. I imagine security is going to be airtight, considering the garden party is going to be held there, especially with Princess Alpha in attendance. This level of security is probably standard when it comes to members of the Imperial family. That makes this a bit of a problem then, right? What are you doing over there? How did you manage to slip through our security? Where did you come from? They seem to regard us as intruders. Looks like we found a little hole in their security. I don't think this is the time to pat ourselves on the back. Yeah, we're probably gonna need to explain what happened. I see, so you're students from a military academy. Well, there was a secret passage here all along, and it extends into the underground tunnels as well. We had no records of this at all. We discovered it purely by coincidence during our field study. However, it's certainly not implausible that it might be used by unsavory groups to breach security. We'll station some of our men to this area at once. I hate to admit it, but you've really helped us by bringing this to our attention. You have my thanks. Think nothing of it. We're just happy to be of assistance. Looks like this area should be fine now. Let's move on to somewhere else. AP increased by 2.
Leave it to me. Here we go.
All that's left is to talk to Patrick. I thought I smelled something familiar. Isn't that... Oh, Patrick, you're here too. But of course, I did receive a personal invitation to the garden party after all. I see you're all tied up with your field studies, or whatever you call them, even on such a fine day. You poor souls. He really does get under my skin. I've gotten used to it already, Fee said. Are you alone today? I was under the impression that your butler, Celestin, always attends you. But I don't see him today. It's true, he's often at my side, but I spend plenty of time on my own as well. Don't take me for one of those useless nobles who can hardly lace his boot without his butler's help. I always got the impression his butler was more there to keep an eye on him. Did you say something? Me? Of course not! Well, I wouldn't want to get in your way. I'm sure they have you running all kinds of menial errands. Meanwhile, I intend to introduce myself to Princess Alphen. Try not to be too jealous now. Now, if you'll excuse me. God, I wish I could tell him so bad. Can't say I'm all that jealous, considering all that time we spent talking to her yesterday. She even invited Rean to be her dance partner. You know, after seeing that, I can't even bring myself to be irritated by him anymore. Now that we've exposed the hole in their security, this area should be relatively safe from terrorist tampering. I think it's time to move to another area. Alright. Let's skedaddle. We'll go to... It actually doesn't matter where we go, but we'll go to the plaza. Noon. This is Class 7, Group A. Ranged Schwarzer speaking. It's Sarah. Give me an update. You should dance with her, Shay, just because she's an adorable little jelly bean. Sarah, give me an update. Understood. She sounds way more serious than usual. Green reported the results of the morning's patrol. I see. Something sounds off, all right. But judging by Fee's reactions, it doesn't sound like the terrorists are wandering the streets. We haven't seen anything that would lead us to believe so. I think there's something happening behind the scenes, though. We just can't be sure what it is. Keep sharpening that instinct of yours. It'll prove invaluable to you. It's almost time for the Imperial family's limousines to head out from Valfame Palace to their respective events. Crown Prince Cedric will be going to Heimdall Cathedral in the northwest. Princess Alphen is headed to Mater Park in the northeast, and Prince Olivert will be going to Heimdall Racetrack in the southwest. Prince Olivert's got an extremely capable bodyguard with him, though, so I'm not as worried about him. I've tasked Group B with looking after the Crown Prince, so I'd like you to keep an eye on Princess Alphen. Just make sure she gets to the garden party safely. After that, you can resume your patrol. Understood. We'll head to Mater Park at once. That the instructor? New marching orders. The limousine carrying Princess Alphen is about to leave Valfame Palace. Our mission is to make sure she gets to the garden party safely. Right. We should get to Mater Park as soon as possible then. We can follow the main street. Alright, as soon as we're ready, let's head to Mater Park. I'm gonna save right here just in case. I don't think I've missed anything. Oh, hold on. How am I doing on... I've got 26 battle scopes, I'm fine. Time to go to Mater Park. He's starting to make sure we've sorted out everything. Yes, I'm sure. There's another really cruel thing that you could miss here. And I'll explain it when we get there. But first, let's see what happens here. Three cars. Assuming the red one's Alphen. Based on the directions they're all going. Oh, Elise is there too. It's quite nice to be out here, be out and about like this once in a while. Though it would have been even nicer if you'd gotten dolled up. Just think, we would look so adorable making our debut together at the garden party, wouldn't we? I wish you'd think a little more before you say something like that. Maybe friends, but I'm still just a baron's daughter. Can't very well go around equating my appearance at the party with that of the imperial princess, debut or otherwise. You're so old-fashioned, Elise. Both the national and local governments are headed by commoners now. Times have changed. Or is it that you're still annoyed I asked your brother to the dance? Maybe I really should invite him to be my dance partner next year. Your Highness, please. That's enough. Oh, come. I'm sorry, Elise. Seems there's still a ray of hope for you. After all, it doesn't look like he has a girlfriend at the moment. Just slides into her DMs. Still surrounded by that many lovely ladies. I doubt that'll remain true for long. I suppose you're right. If Reen were to find someone, perhaps that would be for the best. Both him and for me. Elise? I'm sorry, just thinking out loud. But don't mind me. The people are all waiting for you to wave to them. Look at all the clapping. So Elise is here too. Looks like she came as Princess Alphen's attendant. Those two must be pretty tight. The princess really looks the part though. Indeed, that dress of Imperial Crimson suits her wonderfully. Damn, I'm starting to feel jealous of Patrick after all. Alright, looks like this area is under control. Let's go grab something for lunch and do another sweep of the city. Okay. I'd be totally okay if nothing out of the ordinary happened today. Elliot, why'd you say it? Why did you say it? Hey, it's Becky! Hey, Becky! Oh, and Hugo's there. Of course Hugo's there, too. Afterward, they had a quick lunch at one of the stalls in the Garnier district. After they finished, why would they go all the way to the Garnier district? Okay. They decided to do another sweep of their assigned areas. But no matter how hard they searched, nothing seemed amiss. Finally, Group A made their way toward Dreikel's Plaza, where traffic had previously been restricted. 2:40. p.m. I imagine most of the ceremonies around the capital are finishing up about now. Though Princess Alvin and the others won't be coming back until later this evening, right? Yeah, the ceremony itself ends soon, but there's a social event afterward that lasts until this evening. Seems like this is likely the time that many will begin to let their guard down then. Uh-huh. The perfect time for terrorists to make their move. I really hope we're just overthinking this. So do I. But at the very least, we need to remain vigilant until the day is over. Right. Traffic restrictions have been lifted. Let's head back to the plaza. Let's walk around the plaza, sorry. Okay. Oh, never mind. I thought...
Of course.
Right.
I thought this was
I've
at a
got
different
this.
place. This isn't too bad. But we need to talk to... I'm gonna guess neither of these are a Tim. Tim! I'm looking for a little kid. There we go. Which one's Tim, do you think? That's Nick. Guess the festival ain't so bad after all. This is Tim. Hey, Tim! Parade's over, I can finally relax. I'll indulge in a few snacks while I read a good book. Speaking of which, I have one to offer you. I have one to offer you. It's quite an interesting read, or at least that's what I think. I offer it to you. All right, Red Moon Rose, Chapter 9. Boom. Okay. And then from there... Look who's over here!
Toa, Angelica.
Oh, I didn't expect to meet all of you here.
Well, isn't this a coincidence?
President Herschel?
We certainly weren't expecting to encounter the two of you out here.
Huh? Looks like the goddess herself brought us together. And now that she's granted us this chance, what do you two say we...
I'm afraid we'll have to decline. We have our field study to attend to.
What she said.
Lame.
Will she ever learn? Looks like those rumors about her were true. Did you ride your orbital bike all the way here?
Yeah, you can make it from Trista to here in 40 minutes on a good day. So I plopped Toa on the back of the seat and off we went.
It almost seems like a metallic horse.
It's pretty cool. Angie's not the most careful driver, so it wasn't exactly what I'd call a leisure cruise. I really love the festival atmosphere, though. I just wish I could enjoy it without the threat of a terrorist attack hanging over us.
Wait, how do you know about that?
Did Instructor Sarah tell you?
Yep, I've been helping out a little with your field studies, too. Yesterday, I was the one who passed on the governor's request to Instructor Sarah, for example. I got pretty worried when I heard about terrorists, so Angie and I decided to see what was happening.
I see.
It appears you've done much for us without us even realizing it.
Thanks. It's nothing really. I'm not doing any of the heavy lifting.
Oh? I thought you were helping with all the paperwork and travel arrangements so everything runs smoothly. And that you're the liaison for our contacts in every region because Instructor Sarah keeps slacking off.
Seriously?
I swear, just when I'd started thinking she was better than we were giving her credit for.
That's Toa for you.
Yeah, that's a little much, even for her.
It's fine. Really. I'm sure she's got lots of stuff on her plate. Anyway, I heard you guys got to meet the princess. I'm so jealous. I wish I could have met her too.
We could hardly believe we met her ourselves.
She really does look kinda angelic.
Oh, if I'd only shown up earlier and tagged along with you.
Princess Alphin's beauty is definitely one of our national treasures. But your sister's quite the looker herself. I hope I get a chance to meet Elise again someday too.
Actually, she's attending the garden party as Princess Alphin's attendant right now.
Really? Oh, if only I could get Princess Alphen, Elise, and Fee together in the same place.
Down.
We could call them the Fabulous 15s.
Don't look now, but I think you're being co-opted into some sketchy-sounding group.
Down. Bad.
Sounds
Don't
good
make
to
me
me.
get the spray bottle.
If I'd known this was gonna happen, I would have listened to my father and attended that party after all. But no, I couldn't have. I couldn't spoil my charms by wearing a dress. Oh! I could have worn a tuxedo instead. Why didn't I think of that earlier?
Angie? Maybe you're putting a little too much thought into this.
Maybe it's only in the later games. I swear there's an auto.
Hey, the gang's all here.
Hey, it's Crow.
Crow?
Oh, we didn't know you were here either.
Fancy running into you.
Yeah.
You said you were going to the summer races, didn't you?
How'd the main race go?
Don't ask. Who could have guessed that Black Prince would come from behind in a burst of speed like that? And then Lumberblitz barely squeezing past into second. There's no way anyone could ever see an upset like that coming.
Oh, I guess I won with those 4 to 5 odds. Glad I decided to pony up some cash for that after all.
Wait, you're the one who won the special prize? Oh, stop feeling up lady luck, would you?
You're just sore because I've got better karma than you.
Angie really does have scarily good luck with stuff like this.
I think it's only in the later games.
Sounds like the bell's chiming 3 o'clock.
Guess that means all the ceremonies must be wrapping up.
Perhaps we should make another round of our patrol areas, just to be safe.
That seems like a sound idea.
Yeah, we should get back to our patrols. It was good to see you, everyone.
Okay, take care out there.
Huh? Back to work already?
I've got my Arcus with me, so just give me a ring if anything happens.
Will do.
Will do.
Huh? What's wrong?
It feels almost as though...
My guess would be there's been an increase in the water pressure.
Yeah, this must be...
Oh, is there a water show?
Is this...
Is it some kind of festival attraction?
I don't think so.
This must be the terrorists.
Yeah, it seems that way.
Awfully calm, Toa.
Angie, Crow, give me a hand. We need to evacuate everyone.
That's more like
The military police have their hands full. We need to handle this ourselves.
Right.
Gotcha.
Okay, let's all...
No, we've got this. You have something else you need to take care of. Something important.
More important than this?
What do you mean?
Modder Park.
So this is just a diversion?
I'd bet on it.
What the hell are these things? They just came out of nowhere. Stand your ground, men. On our honor as Imperial Guardsmen, we must not allow them any closer to the garden party. Yes, sir. What should we do? They look like they need help. But we can't just abandon our posts. We need to contact the RP. Bro, 10 feet in front of you. Open fire. Worthless, the lot of them. You're the military academy students working out with the railway military police. Those look like the creatures we fought in the underground passage. What are they doing roaming around on the surface? There's quite a few. But the soldiers should be able to keep them at bay. This won't be easy, though. What was that? Came from within the Crystal Garden. Are those attending the garden party in danger? It wasn't an explosion. It sounded more like something collapsed. This isn't looking good. Green! Yeah, I know. Alright, new plan. We need to get to the Crystal Garden ASAP. Figure out what's going on. You guys focus on securing this area and requesting reinforcements from the railway military police. Right. Adios. Adios be with you. Don't let anything happen to Her Highness.
What?
Patrick, do something! Good day, Your Excellency.
I do hope you'll forgive me for showing up to this party without an invitation.
He was so quiet I couldn't hear him.
You. Truth be told, I have no real qualms with you, personally. However, you are a willing collaborator with the man we loathe. So I'm afraid that makes you guilty by association.
I figured that's what you were after. Let those girls go. They have nothing to do with this.
Your Excellency!
I'm afraid we just can't do that. After all, they've yet to play their biggest part. That of your faction's most shameful failure. Oh, but fear not. I have no intention of taking their lives.
Police!
Rain? Rain!
What are you doing here? You made it. Dad, are you alright?
The brats from Thor's. So you've come to meddle in our affairs again, have you? Not this time, I'm afraid. I won't allow you to interfere.
Is he controlling those beasts?
So that's how those monsters came to be running around out here.
Rain! Be careful!
Oi! Guns down.
Police!
Hey, come
Your
back
Highness!
here! I'll just stand here. Pointlessly.
You!
My, I can certainly tell when I'm not wanted. I suppose we'll just have to leave then. Go, my beasts! Strip them to the bone!
We're not going to lose to a couple of these things.
2 large monsters. Combat pattern analysis complete.
All right, let's take them down.
Okay.
We have nothing to fear.
Go! All right, let's do this!
Why am I back here?
Understood.
This is all messed up. Also, okay, I've already got him scanned, so I don't have to worry about that.
Keep it
Just
up,
gonna
everyone.
drop the beat and move on.
Of course. Now.
Leave it to me.
Petrification shell!
Walk it away! Now!
That didn't do anything! You missed!
My turn.
What a loser you are! Let's delay them to hell.
My turn. Arcus, activate.
My turn.
Blue lullaby. Sleep? No sleep. Oh, we did get a sleep.
Right. Shatter. Now. Go.
Right.
Hang on. Petrify. 0. Never mind then. We're just gonna go break shot.
How about this?
My turn.
It didn't delay
My
him.
turn.
Maybe I really do need to stack all of those impede ports.
Listen to my song of feeling.
You have my things. Of course. No escape.
My turn.
Leave it to me. Got it?
Will do.
Throw out a flash grenade. You gotta make something
turn.
happen here.
All right, let's do this.
Behold, my most powerful strike.
That's no bueno.
My turn.
Thanks.
My turn. Here.
Flames, gather on my blade.
Slicey slice.
My turn. Huh? Now. Go.
Too slow.
Take this. This looks bad. Keep it up, everyone.
Here we go. My turn. There. That's the power of the 8 leaves.
Got a little hairy at the end, but
Done.
done. Finite.
We must pursue them at once. There's no time to rest.
Dad, you're bleeding.
This little scratch? Nothing to worry about. But never mind me. Her Highness is in danger. Please, go after her.
All right. Wait! Take me with you too.
Patrick? No. I need you to stay and protect everyone who's still here.
Those monsters are still roaming around outside, and the governor is wounded.
But... Please, if you're here, at least I can go knowing my father is in safe hands. Fine, stay.
That's settled then.
Let us give chase then.
Your Excellency, please let the Railway Military Police know what's happening as soon as you can.
You can count on it.
That's exactly what this game needed. Some good old-fashioned princess saving. Let's go! Is this one of the passages beneath the city? Looks like it. Judging by the direction it leads, I don't think it's an area we've been to before. I don't sense any traps. Hello, Reen Schwarzer speaking. It's me, Sarah. The governor told me about what happened. That was fast. Give me a full update. Our targets are Gideon and 2 other armed terrorists. They've abducted Princess Alphen and Elise, and we're pursuing them through an underground tunnel as we speak. We're doing all we can to avoid catching up with them. I mean, to catch up with them, not to avoid catching up with them. Understood. I'm making my way there as fast as I can, and I've got the RMP in tow. Keep up your pursuit. Try to stall them. Don't do anything that would put the hostages in danger. Their safety is our top priority. Got it. Let's hurry. Right. Let's go. We'll be arriving in 10 minutes. Until then, all we can do is hope that they can pursue the terrorists on their own. I hate to admit it, but I doubt there's anything we can do right now. I'm glad to see the RMP living up to their sterling reputation. Sounds like you guys handled the attacks on the racetrack and the cathedral like seasoned pros. Well, none of the Imperial Guardsmen were stationed in those areas. And we did receive invaluable assistance from Group B. Could just accept a compliment when it's given, you know. How much of an idea did you have that the terrorist's real target was going to be the garden party? I'll bet you had more than just a hunch with that orbital calculator you got for a brain, right, Miss Icy Maiden? I estimated the chances at roughly 40%. Targeting the garden party would make the biggest spectacle, after all. I believe their aim is to harm the reformist public image, which means Her Highness should be safe. Unfortunately, I can't be so certain about that girl with her. And that's why we'll probably never see eye to eye.
Those damn terrorists! Please, Princess Alphen, please be safe. My turn.
Now. I'll take you up. Right. My turn. Huh?
Go.
Okay.
My turn.
Right. Right. Hey.
My turn.
Go.
Now. Ready, everyone?
Right.
We really earned that one.
Great.
Not bad.
All right. So that's done. Up here. I was trying to maneuver around him.
Here we go. Second form. Gale.
A vanish, a death blow, and a mute.
Let's go. Broken. My turn. Hey.
I'll handle it. Good luck.
I'll take care of this.
Eat that. Go.
I'll take you up.
Go.
My turn.
Right.
My turn. That's the power of the 8 leaders.
I hate the vanish status. It's my least favorite. Because if they vanish, it does count as a kill. You don't get experience for them. Where are we? Yikes. Talk about ominous. Really creepy. I had no idea a place like this existed beneath the capital. Appears to be a catacomb built during the Dark Ages. Well, they definitely came this way. I don't think it was that long ago. Alright, you can tell from their footprints. Okay, then we just need to keep heading this way. Follow me! Onwards! Everything's proceeding just as I'd planned. If we can make it out of these tunnels, we'll have achieved all we set out to accomplish. All right, not bad for our first mission. What are you people planning? Just what do you hope to accomplish by abducting us? It doesn't appear that you're interested in trying to ransom me back to my father for money. I ask that you remain patient for just a short while longer, Your Highness. We are but humble patriots who respect and honor the traditions and values of our country. We would never do anything to bring harm to one of the bloodlines that symbolizes that very nation. You sound just like... Don't misunderstand me. We feel no sense of brotherhood with the aristocracy. The vast majority among us are of common birth, myself included. However, there is a certain man among you whom I'm afraid we simply cannot allow to remain alive. What do you mean? If that's what you want, then let Her Highness go. If you need a hostage you can injure, I should be enough. Elise? Oh, what is your name, little one? Serving as Her Highness's attendant, I assume you must be of high social standing, no? Elise Schwarzer, daughter of Teo Schwarzer, Lord of the Northern Region of Ymir. I may not be of particularly high rank, but I am still of noble birth. If you need a hostage, use me. Elise! Well, aren't you a fascinating young lady? We seem to have picked up quite the unexpected gambit. Now, how shall we use it?
My turn. My turn.
Okay.
We have nothing to fear.
Go! All right, let's do this!
Right. Analyzing enemy attack patterns. Analysis complete.
Right!
Petrify 0. Okay, so we're just
How
gonna...
about this? Now!
I'll take you up.
My turn. Shatter! Now!
Oh my goodness, did you see that?
Leave it to me!
I was worried about this fight. Granted, that was domination at play. That was domination at work there. I came prepared for like a super tough fight. Hang on, let's see.
An opening!
Okay, that's a little closer to what I expected. But even still, pretty... Ah! Okay, let's... Right, spread out.
Right.
Are you serious?
Keep it up, everyone.
Right! Got it?
Will do.
Blind him with a flash grenade.
Here.
Right!
Not blind them. Go fix.
Shatter!
broken.
My turn.
Now's our chance.
I'll bet you up.
That's death. Granted, this was just the mini boss before the real boss, but
Okay, that was tough.
Nice work, though.
All right.
I did it!
that was scary. There seemed to be some strange force at work making things difficult for us during the fight. The way they appeared was weird too. Like they were waiting to ambush us. Perhaps it was due to that man Gideon's power, rather than the flute he holds. Yeah, that flute seems to give off some potent vibes. I've heard that some powerful relics from antiquity are still around. I wonder if that's one of those artifacts. Well, we're gonna have to deal with it one way or another. Okay, let's heal up. Boom, bum, boom, 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 bum. We have an opening. Yes. Okay, so what are we gonna put in our new slot? Why, I do believe a deer's gem would be very handy. And fee, magical fee. Blind. I think I'm gonna put a blind. Add 10% to your, so that's additional 20% on top of the 30. So that's 50% on someone who has no resistances.
My turn.
I've got this.
Okay. Save, just in case we need to back out and, like, rearrange our quartz or anything. That's how we do. Let's get in there! Princess saving time! Let's go! There they are! I'll go on ahead. I'm going with her. I'll fire off some warning shots. I'm with you, Reen. All right, I'm counting on you.
enough.
Friendship, that's far enough. He used Conqueror's hockey. Open fire. Don't shoot. You've got hostages, you idiot. Lightning. What? Who threw the lightning? Who threw the lightning? What?
You came for us!
Show's over.
Better question. Who threw the lightning?
Go. Now.
And also, why did you think it was okay to shoot at them with the hostages? With a shotgun! Machias, you fool! Moron! Baka! Aha! Bah!
Considering all that you've done, I can't say I'd be entirely comfortable letting you go free.
But if you release them, we might be willing to consider it. Damn kids.
It's 5 against 3. You've got no chance. And fleeing while trying to carry 2 hostages? I don't think that'll work out too well for you.
So, would you please just let them go?
Elliot, please let him go.
Impressive. I had no idea Thors was educating such gifted students.
Save it. Look, we can keep this stalemate going all day, or you can release them. It's up to you.
Rain is in no mood for jokes.
But I'm warning you, if there's so much as a scratch on either of them, you'll wish the police found you before I did.
Rain's voice actor's putting in some work in this scene.
You.
Rain. Rain.
Very well. We surrender. I'm not so proud that I can't see when we have no chance of victory.
Then
So you'll let them go?
Absolutely. If you can defeat him, that is. Do it.
Son of
A volatile anesthetic?
Fear not. I simply thought it best they sleep for a short while. After all, this is hardly a sight fit for the eyes of such innocent maidens.
What is with this old-fashioned nonsense?
damn it! Another monster?
He's calling Epona!
A howl?
This roar.
Don't act like you recognize it, Laura. That's a dragon. That's a Dargon. Guys, there's a Dargon. Why is there a Dargon? How did we not see this before? There's a Dargon. That's a Dargon. Oh, Dargon. Oh, dear. Oh, he's got like his ribs kind of do the
hell
thingy.
is that?
Oh, that's grody.
It's a bone dragon?
Dargon. Eat him. Please eat him. That'd be great if it turned around and ate him.
Behold! The might of the demonic flute! An artifact capable of holding even the shadow that reigned over Heimdall during the Dark Ages in its throne. Now, I'll have you delay your journey to perdition no longer. Farewell, dear ladies and gentlemen of Class 7.
There's no way we can take on that thing.
What are we gonna do?
I can't estimate its strength. Or even the best way to fight.
Also, you just said earlier you have no intention of killing Elise or Alphen. And now you're just gonna summon a bone Dargon and leave him here. Unconscious! You big dum-dum.
We're not just going to roll over and die here.
Speech time!
If you think back on how much we've grown just during this field study, there's no way this thing is going to take us down.
My blade is ready.
Too impetuous to know when you're beaten, are you? Go, Dark Tyrant! Bring down the merciless hammer of judgment upon these hapless fools!
All right, boss time! Let's go!
Stay on your toes.
Here we go. All right, let's do this.
Hurts to do, but I can't take advantage of this crit. I gotta get this guy off.
Analysis complete.
You know who can take advantage of this? Good old Laura.
Now.
My turn.
Now, as scary as this is, this actually isn't that bad of a fight. Because he's big and scary. He can even steal health. He's not very fast. He's pretty dang slow. I could set him on fire. We'll try blinding him, see if that helps. He resisted. Dark Breath. Missed.
My turn.
Do another motivate, so everyone's boofed up. Everyone's boofed up to the max. Maybe a Scud Ripper?
Here we go.
My turn.
We'll drop the beat. Obviously, I'm gonna have Reen cancel the crap out of that.
I'll pick you up. Right. Shatter. Off guard.
Burst! Let's go! Holy crap, we are heroes. We're slaying a dragon to save a princess.
I'll handle it. Here we go.
Oh, it is blinding. Heck yeah. Just gonna go up and whack it.
Go. I'll pick you up.
Okay. Here we go.
Cut Ripper again!
Here we go.
I actually need you to get some CP regen on you.
My turn.
They're weak to anything? Water, fire mostly, but also water and space. Try out with the frost edge first. I don't want to nuke the world if I don't have to. More like drown the world, to be honest.
Of course. Shatter.
Okay.
Go. Now's our chance.
I'll pick you up.
Ouch. It's still health.
Keep it up,
Green,
everyone.
Green's so fast that he has so many turns that he keeps running out of all his buffs. Well, I'm not paying attention.
All right, let's do this.
Strength again. Go for another blind. Fingers crossed. Well, defense went down.
Right.
That's something.
Shatter.
Let's take advantage of that. Great quick. That's no bueno.
Too slow.
Go.
My turn.
Let's wrap this up, shall we?
Performance just for you.
Seventh Rhapsody! Turns into a violin. I freaking love that. It's such a fun idea. It makes no sense, but it's kind of S-Craps in a nutshell. S-Craps are the game's moment to be like, this doesn't make any sense,
It's been a wonderful
but it's super cool.
Here we go.
Silky dance.
Spin the wind. Let's go. That's a dead Dargon. Told you guys, not that bad.
Done. But we can't relax yet.
Everyone but Elliot leveled up. Elliot's getting shafted over there.
Great.
Not bad.
Done.
An A+ outcome.
We killed the Dargon.
Impossible.
Laura, V.
Roger.
What?
Again, opening fire on the hostages. Why?
What?
Yeah.
That's a good way to do it.
The demonic flute. Let's check and mate.
Whew, that was a tough one.
What's our plan, Comrade G?
You vile.
Comrade
Comrade G?
I am fully prepared to lay down my life for our cause. It is not death I fear, but this operation is too important to leave even a corpse behind. I'm afraid I must do what needs to be done, even if that means harming a member of the Imperial family.
I think it's about time we came out to play.
Hey! These two! Gideon and Scarlet, I believe?
Who are...
Oh my, aren't you a quick little kitty? Just my type.
That's the Sylphid I know.
Comrade S? Comrade V?
Ah, you came for us.
No, Gideon's the dude in the middle. What am I thinking? What's the big guy's name?
Now we can...
These must be...
We're terrorists.
I seem to recall specifically telling you to leave this operation to me. But I can't say I'm unhappy you decided to check in.
Sorry, boss. But if you got yourself caught here, we would have been off to a pretty bad start.
I do apologize for cutting in, but we figured it was for the best. Comrade C decided to join us too.
And so I have.
a mask.
He was just over there, waiting for the dramatic pose moment.
Comrade C, I wasn't expecting to see you here. Did my planning for this operation seem that flawed to you?
On the contrary, it was almost perfect. But no plan is completely foolproof. One must always factor in unpredictable elements. As the ladies and gentlemen of Class 7 here have demonstrated so brilliantly.
How does he know who we are?
Who are you?
We have already fulfilled our primary objective. Courting dishonor by harming a member of the Imperial family will gain us nothing now. Do you not agree?
No, you're right. Release them.
Elliot, Machias, I'm leaving the two of them to you.
Okay.
Got it.
There, a gesture of goodwill, in the hopes that we may yet resolve this without bloodshed. What say you, ladies and gentlemen of Class 7? Will you stand aside and let us leave peacefully?
Like hell we will.
You abducted the Imperial Princess and an innocent girl. Drugged them.
What Erebonian would stand idly by in the face of such an outrage?
It's 5 against 6. This won't be easy.
Guys.
You got guts, kids. I'll give you that.
Well, I certainly wouldn't mind a little roughhousing.
No, it's only right that I be the one to test their mettle. Wielders of the longsword, the great sword, the twin gun swords, stand and face me. I shall be your opponent.
What?
Think of this as an entertaining way to kill some time. The railway military police.
Dude's got class. Can't lie.
Until then, pour out the vessel of your wrath upon me.
Interesting.
Like, he looks like a Power Rangers character, but he looks like a dope-ass Power Rangers character.
He's awful sure of himself.
Is he serious?
There's no way he can win against all 3 of them.
Whoa, what kind of weapon is that?
Another relic from the Dark Ages. A double saber.
Really? No one ever since the Dark Ages even bothered to learn double saber. Like, I get it's not exactly the most efficient weapon, but really? A relic from the Dark Ages. No one has ever been able to make one before. Other than that, other than the Dark Ages.
That is all you need to know. Now, come at me if you think you're able. Then allow us to begin.
My turn.
Okay. See. Let's scan. Let's see. Oh. This don't look good.
Okay.
Don't look good at all.
Back up! Right! Shatter! Off guard! Broken!
Oh dear. There's no way this isn't a force loss battle. Can I delay him? It doesn't look like I can. Okay. Oh, jeez.
My turn.
Passion. But even then, my policy. Oh, jeez. Policies on force loss battles always the same.
Here we go.
Just because it's a force loss battle doesn't mean I'm not going to give it everything I got.
Right.
Does she have? No one's got shining. Ah!
Off guard.
Let's rush.
Okay.
Oh, that was the end of it, I guess.
That's RC for you.
Ooh, can't deny he's got the brains and the brawn to lead.
What power?
He might even be as strong as Sarah.
Just who are you people?
From today, you shall know us as the Imperial Liberation Front.
The ILF.
In our hearts, the flames of silent anger. In our hands, the hammer of judgment that shall topple the dictator. That is our cause, our purpose.
The Imperial Liberation Front?
What dictator?
Freeze, all of you!
Instructor! Captain Claire!
Just in time.
It appears the time has come to make our exit.
Huh? Is that?
Farewell. I'm sure we'll meet again.
Guys, that's a flash grenade. Nope, never mind. It's a detonator.
A bomb?
See you around.
Ta-ta for now, my little darlings.
Let's see you claw your way out of this grave.
The passage is collapsing. Hurry!
Right!
We couldn't leave Juan up alone.
Reem, you carry Her Highness.
Got it.
Let's go. Get out. Time to skedaddle.
That was pretty touch and go back there, but I'm glad to see you all pulled through.
Well, thanks to you, Instructor.
I had my doubts we were going to make it out of that alive.
You could have come a bit sooner.
Sorry. Anyway, there's no way we'll be able to follow them now.
Indeed.
So, the Imperial Liberation Front, is it? Your Highness, Elise!
Oh, thank goodness. Whatever drug they were given doesn't seem to have had any lasting effects.
I feel like I've caused you all a lot of trouble, but thank you for rescuing me.
Laura does have the knight vibe.
I'm just glad
especially
that you're safe
carrying
and
a
unharmed.
hostage.
What happened?
Are you alright, Your Highness? How are you feeling?
Like I've been drugged.
Green? I'm fine. You should worry more about your sister.
Finn. Even in this situation.
Looks like the intelligence division was right on the mark. We have a number of the routes back to the surface locked down. Think we can smoke them out?
Personally, I doubt it. This tunnel system is incredibly expansive, with too many areas we know nothing about. Continue the search for a while longer, then focus on restoring order in the city.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll send a report to the other divisions and let them know the situation's been resolved.
So, Imperial Liberation Front, what's your game?
What is your game? Trails of Cold Steel. Thursday.
In the end, the Railway Military Police brought the chaos under control, and the first day of the festival came to a close. Despite his injuries, Governor Regnitz kept on top of things, ensuring that the rest of the festival passed by peacefully. The next morning, it was time for us to leave the capital behind and make our way back to Trista.
I really don't know how to begin thanking you. You've done so much for our family that I doubt we'll ever be able to repay you.
Not at all, Your Highness.
There's nothing to repay us for. We
Jade,
just
I
did
just
what we had to.
realized they have the same stock. Like, they have one room programmed for, like, just any sort of fancy house. Like, I knew this was the design for some of the higher noble houses that we'll see later. I completely forgot this is what the palace looked like first.
Oh, come now. There's no need to be so modest. It scares me to think what might have happened if Elise and I had been taken away by those people.
Personally, in my headcanon, I just like to think they're all designed by the same architect.
So I can't thank you all enough. Please allow me to extend my thanks for your help as well.
The architect was using World Edit.
I'm truly grateful.
Elise.
Oh, I'm just glad you're safe.
Group B's efforts were a great help to Cedric and I as well. Thank you again for your assistance in restoring order to the city.
I'm honored, Your Highness.
I'm so glad to have been of service.
Just think of it as returning the favor for your help pushing to make Class 7 a reality. Still, now we've got the Imperial Liberation Front to worry about.
Regrettably. There have been signs they were up to no good behind the scenes before now. That incident in Nord, for example. But now they finally stepped out of the shadows and announced themselves to the world. They appear to be insurgents in the truest sense of the word, led by several key figures. C being the most prominent. The intelligence division is doing its utmost to gather information about these leaders even as we speak.
They struck me as rather mysterious in some ways. Even though they abducted us, they rarely showed the kind of maliciousness one would expect from terrorists. It seemed more like they were in the grip of some kind of intense passion. True. Not that it excuses abducting your highness like they did.
An intense passion, you say?
It did seem that way.
In our hearts, the flames of silent anger. In our hands, the hammer of judgment that shall topple the dictator. That's what their leaders said when they made their appearance.
Indeed.
All the ham-handed theatrics of a middle school play.
Yeah. You can tell how gleeful he must have been to say the flames of silent anger in front of an audience.
Well, it's no mystery what they're referring to, at least.
Oh, thank goodness. I didn't miss you.
Hey, we get to meet the Crown Prince.
Wait, isn't that...
Is he?
Dad's with him too.
Look at Cedric. Look at our boy.
Oh, I'm glad you made it, Cedric!
Just in time, too.
Your Highness?
Did you come all this way just to bid us farewell?
Of course. After all you've done for us, I thought it was the least I could do. Ah, is this the rest of Class 7? It's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Cedric Rice Arner. I wanted to thank you for coming to my sister's aid in her time of need. Allow me to extend to you my most heartfelt appreciation.
You're too generous, Your Highness.
The honor was ours.
Thank you, Your Highness.
This is the Crown Prince. He's pretty cute.
Fee!
Fee?
I love Fee.
I certainly wouldn't mind if he took a few lessons in manliness from the gentlemen of Class 7, though.
I forgot how weirdly... How weirdly poignant gender is in the first game. And it's only really in the first game.
Alvin, come on.
I think that's a little harsh, Your Highness.
Well, you're still just 15. You have plenty of growing ahead of you. Still, it isn't often I see you keeping the Imperial Governor company.
I suppose that's true. I just happened to be here on business, so I thought I'd take the chance to say goodbye to everyone.
How are you feeling? Are your injuries all right now?
Yes, nothing too serious, fortunately. I'm still feeling it, but it shouldn't be too much longer before I'm back to my old self.
That's good to hear.
I'm glad to see you looking all hale and hearty, Your Excellency.
Thank you. While no one could have foreseen how it ended, you did manage to complete this month's field study. On behalf of the Board of Directors, I'd like to congratulate you for your exemplary work.
We're honored you'd say so.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
We three directors may have very different positions on many issues, including how Class 7 should be run. But for my part, I'd like you to enjoy student life however you choose. I think the other directors would agree with me on at least that much.
Dad.
I'm glad to hear you feel that way, Your Excellency.
Okay, everyone. At the end of the scene, we're gonna see the chapter result. So I need fingers crossed, because there was a lot to do. We need an S rank. If not, we're going back.
In that regard, you have nothing to worry about, Your Highness.
Fingers crossed.
Well, if you say so. I've always found you a trustworthy man, of course. But...
Ah, I see that everyone's here.
Oh, shit! I forgot we get to meet him here. Oh, damn, it's meeting time. I mean, I know we've seen him once, but this is like the meeting.
It couldn't be.
Chancellor Osborne.
Can you just feel the weight that just settled on the
As a
room?
matter of fact, the Chancellor and I just came from an audience with His Majesty the Emperor.
The choice for voice
I'm
actor.
overjoyed to see you safe and well, Princess Elf.
The choice for voice actor is perfect.
Clearly, the goddess has bestowed her blessings upon us.
Thank you, Chancellor.
I'd also like to reassure Prince Oliver that we're starting a nationwide hunt for members of the Imperial Liberation Front. An investigation into the backgrounds of its members is also underway, so you needn't worry.
My. Nothing gets past you, does it? Well, I suppose that means you have the security detail for next month's trade conference well in hand?
Of course. I'll see to it that everything is taken care of. Ah, but where are my manners? Please excuse me for not introducing myself.
Gileath Osborne.
I'm Gileath Osborne, representative of the Erebonian government.
Gileath motherfucking Osborne.
Though I imagine those of you who read the papers may know me better as the Blood and Iron Chancellor.
It's an honor to meet you, Your Excellency.
They've been building this dude up since the beginning of the game.
Your reputation precedes you, Your Excellency.
I've heard much about the recent exploits of Thor's Class 7. Traveling across the Empire for first-hand learning with your field studies, it's quite the fascinating program. I hope you'll keep up the good work.
We shall endeavor to.
Thanks.
I hope we'll live up to your expectations.
Ah, yes. It's been quite some time, young racer. I'm glad to see your new career path is working out for you.
Thank you, Chancellor. I wouldn't be where I am today if not for you.
Oh!
I really owe you for all you've done for me.
Can you hear the venom?
He was my superior back when I was in the army. As such, I'm planning on granting you a bit of additional assistance. I should have it ready for you in a few weeks' time.
What are you...
I have great expectations for you all. Nurture the bonds you share, and train up bodies and wills of steel. For I have no doubt you'll need them in the turbulent times to come.
Oh. Rain?
Okay. Fingers crossed, everyone.
Moving up in the world. I've got a little reward here for you. Drinks are on me someday.
Okay.
Perfect.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Woo! All right. Another chapter in the books. Moving on to chapter 5. 2 more chapters left. Whew. Hoo, 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 hoo. We got time. We'll continue. Let's go.
Mid-August. It was the peak of summer, and the sweltering sun was beating down on the residents of Trista. After returning from Heimdall, we were given a whopping 5-day summer vacation before the school year resumed. Turns out, Thor sticks to its military roots, only granting extended vacations to students over the New Year's holiday. However, nobles are allowed to visit home, ostensibly to give them time to become familiar with their family's holdings. And, as you might expect, that meant most students from classes 1 and 2 spent summer away from Trista. Meanwhile, classes 3 through 5 were stuck on campus, envying the nobility as they studied and trained as usual. The other members of Class 7 and I chose to stay in Trista as well, facing the heat with our fellow students.
Let's go raid the noble salon. There's no one there. It's so hot. I'm dying here. I'm sick of this heat already. Talking about it is just making me feel even hotter. The Academy should install an orbital air conditioner. At least then it'd be a little easier to cope. Orbital air conditioner? What is that? It's this device that blows out cool air to help regulate a room's temperature. Maybe it'd help if you think of it as the opposite of a stove. Wow, that's some kind of wizardry. Where'd just sitting around talking about air conditioning. I've heard of them, but aren't they supposed to be prohibitively expensive? Only the most modern building seems to be able to afford them. Do you have one in your house? Well, there's one in the Rhineford Company's corporate headquarters, yeah. It'd be nice if my mother could spare one, you know, for the academy she sits on the board of directors for. Seems a bit much to hope for. This is a military academy, so I doubt we can expect to be indulged quite that much. Still, a machine that helps keep us cool in the summer? Whoever first invented that should get a medal. I'll admit, the summer heat here is more difficult to cope with than in Legram. But as long as I think of it as another part of my training, it doesn't bother me all that much. Boreahard gets similar summer heat waves, but there's usually a breeze blowing in from the canyon at this time of the year. That does make the summers a bit easier to manage. My hometown's up in the mountains, so it's pretty cool even around this time of year. Actually, now that you mention it, I would have thought you three would be going back home for the summer, being nobles and all. You were given permission, weren't you? If everyone else was going home, I would have considered it, but in the end, I decided against it. I mean, it wasn't all that long ago that I got to see Elise. Maybe next year. I came here to train. Until I feel like I've made significant progress, I have no intention of returning home. Some of you saw my father's mansion. Do you think I'd go back to a place like that willingly? I'd much rather stay here and take my chances with heat stroke. Ouch, vicious. You're really that uncomfortable at home, huh? Still, hot as it is, there's a lot going on right now. I doubt all the people headed to that conference at the end of the month have much time to be worrying about the heat. You make a good point. Talking about the West Sumeria Trade Conference, right? That's the one. There's never been an international conference on that scale before. At least not in modern times. Mayor Dieter Croy, who also happens to be the International Bank of Crossbell's CEO, was the one who first proposed it. I've heard that Prince Oliver will be attending on behalf of His Majesty the Emperor. And Chancellor Osborne is supposed to be attending too. Oh yeah, the conference! Seems crazy to think we met them both just a few weeks ago. The Chancellor in particular is a pretty intimidating figure. Seemed like a big scary monster. That dude's got a presence. I've heard he served in the Imperial Army before becoming a politician. Then, 11 years ago, His Majesty entrusted him with the position of Chancellor. Supposedly, a full 70% of the Imperial Army is under his jurisdiction. His real fame comes from establishing most of the nation's railway network, centered on the capital. Though he's also been responsible for annexing several smaller countries and independent states around Erebonia. I believe those all took place without any bloodshed, though. At least as far as I'm aware. I wouldn't put too much stock in what he's selling. Military spending in this country has increased exponentially since he took his position as Chancellor. And that's only possible thanks to the tax revenue he gleans from the people of Heimdall and those annexed nations. Well, he was the one who ordered the construction of those 2 railway guns that they've got pointed at Crossbell, too. At one point, Erebonia was on the verge of full-scale war with Calvert because of those things. Oh yeah, I heard that it was actually Liberal that proposed a way to avoid an armed conflict. They signed a non-aggression pact, right? Yeah, though as I'm sure you'll notice, there's still quite a bit of tension between the 2 countries. I wouldn't be surprised if the issue reared its head again during the trade conference. Chancellor Osborne's been a pretty popular figure in the capital, though. Popular enough that he seems to have a group of terrorists after him. He does seem to be the Imperial Liberation Front's main target, doesn't he? You know, the hammer of judgment that shall topple the dictator and all that. Indeed, they seem to harbor a deep-seated grudge against him. Their anger seemed a bit unusual in its intensity, didn't it? He does seem like the type who'd make a lot of enemies, especially with a face like that. Fee! Well, I'd rather not speak ill of my father's close ally, but... this is a scary dude. Come to think of it, isn't the instructor awfully late? Well past time for homeroom to start. True, it should have started about 10 minutes ago, actually. I swear, that woman. She'd better not be off sleeping another hangover back at the dorm. Put it past her. I wish I could say that there's no way our upstanding instructor would do that, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Excuse me. I'll have you know I did no such thing. Today.
Instructor?
Good morning, instructor.
Morning, everyone! Anyway, I'll have you know I've got a good reason for being late today. And that reason is, we're going to be welcoming a new classmate today.
Bro! Here's a twist. A new friend!
What? A transfer student at this time of year?
Reed's reaction was perfect. What?
Seriously?
All right, come on in.
Righto.
I know that voice. It's Crow! Huh? Isn't he a year older than us?
Crow?
But isn't he a second-year student?
Exactly, Emma!
I'm Crow Armbrust. Starting today, I'll be joining you fine folks as a member of Class 7. It's gonna be pretty sweet, guys.
He's got an X on his belt. He's got a belt X. He's a Kingdom Hearts character.
What? I mean, how?
Are you sure you want to know? It's a long tale fraught with the intrigue of school politics.
I don't think I'd put it quite like that. Back in his first year, he slacked off so much that he ended up failing a few of his classes. Then he came crying to me in a panic like, oh, me and Instructor Sarah, they're not gonna let me graduate. So as a special exception, he's going to be joining us for the next 3 months to pay for his laziness.
You can't be serious.
That's an even more pathetic reason than I was bracing myself for.
I think you already know that Crow was one of the trial users for the Arcus test they ran last year, so I thought he might be a good role model for you. In that sense, anyway. And don't forget, he'll also be joining us on our future field studies, too.
Nice. Looks like you saved me the trouble of having to explain it all. Anyway, let's let the good times roll. Oh, and since we're all classmates now, no need for all that sweet talking you lay on the other second years, all right?
Right. Easier said than done, I fear.
If he was any more laid back, he'd be comatose.
Instructor, I can't help but notice you left the door open.
Wait, is there someone else, too?
Huh?
Are you serious?
Oh, I was hoping to catch you off guard.
2 new students?
All right, come on in and say hello.
Who is it?
I thought you forgot I was out in the hall!
Hey! We know that voice! It's Milliam!
What?
What?
You must be joking.
Hey, aren't you?
You're the girl we met in the Nord Highlands.
Yuppers! Long time no see, guys! But I see a couple of you I don't know, so guess I better introduce myself. I'm Milliam Orion. And this here is Eric Getlam, but we'll just call him Lammy for short.
What the hell is that? Holy crap!
It's that thing we saw at Ark's fort.
So this is that strange girl you met in the Nord Highlands.
Oh, and a little house rule before anything gets blown up. No bringing that thing out in the classroom. If he accidentally smashes a wall or blasts through the ceiling, I'm the one who's gonna get chewed out for it.
Boo! Fine. Anyway. Nice to meet you guys.
Tell me you're kidding. Please?
I really wish I could.
This class just got a whole lot more energetic.
Well, I can see we're in for some fun times these next 3 months.
Heck yeah! 3 days went by. At first, no one was sure what to make of Crow Armbrust. and Intelligence Division Agent Milliam Orion's sudden transfer into Class 7. But within a matter of days, it almost felt like they'd been there all along. I'm sure none of you need to... He's blocking it. I'm sure none of you need to be reminded that it was none other than Emperor Dracols who ended the War of the Alliance. But did you know that historical records tell us that he had amazingly few soldiers under his command? Pavernio. I'm looking for a bruh. I can't lie to you guys, I'm looking for a bruh. Initially, his allies numbered only a few confidants and several warriors from Nord. And while supporters rallied to him in each region, his ranks still couldn't hope to compare to the other princes' armies. Nonetheless, they continued to advance, liberating region after region, and after half a year of bloody battles, Prince Dracols met perhaps his most well-known supporter. William, right? Do you happen to know the historical figure to whom I'm referring? Sure do! Leanne Sandlot, also known as the Lance Maiden. Bro's sleeping in the back. Right you are. Sandlot was the daughter of a count who ruled over a remote region, and accounts tell us she showed great martial skill from a young age. In particular, her skill with the lance was unparalleled. No records exist of her ever being bested in combat. Io forward of Lamco Fujie Joy of Pavernio. Dewo Kofewa Koao. It really does sound like I'm speaking dinosaur, from anyone who played Star Fox Adventures. Lance Maiden also had a group of mighty warriors under her command who fought alongside her in battle. Perhaps you'd like to illuminate us as to the name of this famous band, Irene. It was the Eisenritter. Group of mighty warriors led by the Lance Maiden. That is the Eisenritter. Also known as the Iron Knights. They were a band of knights said to be able to charge across the battlefield like lightning, cutting down all in their path. Correct, you've done your homework. The Wandering Prince met the Lance Maiden one day during a prolonged conflict in a remote region of the country. After recognizing each other as reliable and trustworthy, they pledged to fight together under a united banner. With the Lance Maiden and her knights bolstering his ranks, Dracols' army swept through one region after another. In just a year, he was able to defeat the other princes and free the imperial capital, Heimdall. An interesting footnote, the castle the Eisenritter used as their base of operations 250 years ago just so happens to be only a hop, skip, and a jump away from Laura's home in Legram. Indeed, it's known as Lohengrin Castle. It's a beautiful old building situated on the shore of Lake Ebel, to the west of Legram. Oh, you've mentioned that before. Does anyone live there now? No. Due to the dangerous terrain there, no one goes near it. These days, it exists simply as a relic of a bygone age. The Arcade family is responsible for the care and maintenance of the castle, though really only minimal work is done. Speaking of the Arcade house, wasn't one of your ancestors the Eisenritter's second in command? Indeed, the Lance Maiden's most trusted assistant and confidant, from what I understand. The Sandlot family line ended with the death of the Lance Maiden. And it's partly because of that the Arcade family mourns her death each year. I see. A fascinating story. Legram, huh? Never had a mission there, so I've never been able to go. Maybe I should have stopped by when I went to Berehard a while back. You'd think she'd at least try to conceal the fact she gets sent all over the world on the country on secret missions. I know, she totally just let it slip that she was doing something in Berehard too. Well, I suppose it's better than her being all distant and cagey around us. AP increased by 1. So tomorrow's a free day, which means that next Wednesday you'll have your usual practical exam. Better all bring your A game. Oh, Milliam and Crow. A few must-have instructional materials you guys are going to need as part of Class 7 finally showed up. Why is Crow still in the green? I'll hand that stuff off to you once we're done here, so I want you to come with me to the faculty lounge. Righto! Man, what a drag. Alright, homeroom's out for the day. Flee! Flee while you can! Machias, if you'll do the honors. Yes, instructor. All rise. Bow. Arigato gozaimashita. So, what do you think? Well, I don't think we have to be on our guard around her, at least. Same. But I'd rather she kept that giant silver thing of hers hidden. I don't think she's a bad girl. I was taking a nap in the courtyard yesterday, and she came and fell asleep next to me. What does that have to do with whether or not she's trustworthy? Looks like a couple of kittens all curled up together. Their personalities may be worlds apart, but they're both rather cat-like in their own ways. She can't be more than 12 or 13, still practically a child. Yeah, you're right. She's so chipper all the time that it's hard to really be cold toward her. Yeah, I don't think I could bring myself to spurn her. She's got this natural charm, I think. Be that as it may, her presence here reeks of blood and iron, if you take my meaning. Well, certainly seems that way.
As such, I'm planning on granting you a bit of additional assistance. I should have it ready for you in a few weeks' time.
It's hard to believe a girl like that could be an agent of the intelligence division. But just going off what happened in Nord, there's not much that would make me doubt it now. And then there's that thing, Ergetlum. It's always with her. She calls it Lammy, but aside from its name, we don't really know anything about it. It seems to be made from some strange material with both metallic and ceramic properties. Hard, but pliable. Agreed. Doesn't look like anything you could make, even with the most cutting-edge orbital technology. When I touched it, it felt really nice and cold. So you actually touched it? It hasn't escaped my notice that it seems strikingly similar to the combat shells we fight in our practical exams. I think it's safe to assume that they share some kind of common origin. Yeah. The instructor said she was forced to accept it, though in a sense, Milliam was forced on us too. You're welcome to think what you will, but I don't trust her. Either way, she's technically our classmate, like it or not. Maybe a little early to tell whether we can trust her as a friend, but we should be able to figure out pretty quickly whether we can count on her as a member of Class 7. Well, that's a logical way of breaking it down at least. You're right, it's still pretty early to make sweeping judgments. Knowing her background would be great. But what's really important is whether we can count on her in a fight. Agreed. As students of a military academy, that's probably the most important issue. We'll have to wait and see. Well, considering we're living in the same dormitory, it'd be good if we all got along. I wouldn't want her to think we're trying to make her feel unwelcome either. Then there's Crow. What's he like, Reen? You seem like you get along with him pretty well. I don't know if I'd put it quite like that. If I had to say, I'd describe him as a capricious gambling addict way too prone to ante up for every hand. Helios help us. Sounds like the kind of miscreant one would be better off avoiding. You can count on him when the chips are down, though. He really helped me out last month when Elise went into the old schoolhouse. He's good in a fight, and pretty handy with his Arcus, too. Maybe we're worrying over nothing, then. Still, not really sure how to connect with him, you know? Well, at least we're in separate dorms for the time being. We'll just have to see how things go. And that's where we're going to stop tonight. starting Chapter 5 tomorrow. Not gonna waste any time. Thank you so much, everybody, for stopping by. I know it was a bit of a quiet stream. Hope you all live hard, you live happy, you stay healthy, you stay awesome, and I want to see all of you come back again for some more Trails of Cold Steel. Good night.